And in the last three games, he's went 1 for 4. The first game he's back, I believe, he doesn't really do anything. Daniel, he, you ain't give him time. You know, as hot as he was, as good as you think he was, it takes time to figure out who you are as a player. Are you that will? Are you this? Are you that? To find your point. And it's like the guy that was supposed to carry us isn't carrying us. He's 1 for 4, just like the rest of them. He's going right down to it. You know, I would even say he got comfortable. He's comfortable. He knows. He's a Rule 5. Is that what he is? Rule 5 draft pick. You can't trade him. I mean, you could trade him. But you can't send him back down. I'm gonna have to look into that. I believe it's Rule 5. Rule 5 draft pick. Definition held each December. The Rule 5 draft allows clubs without a full 40-man roster to select certain non-40-man roster players from other clubs. So yeah, I believe that's how we got him. And so oh, here's something I want to know. Can a Rule 5 draft Rule 5 pick be traded right away? Oh, right away. Can be traded, and some are almost always for cash. Those trades don't become public until after the draft, so just because a team picks a player doesn't mean it'll keep the player. Yeah, and plus I believe we had a lot of 5 draft picks. One was Josh Weimer. Um, um, oh, Rule 5 draft pick be sent down to the minors. If chosen in the Rule 5, a player must be kept on the selected team Major League active roster for the entire season that follows the draft. The player may not be optioned or designated to the minors. The selected team may at any time waive the Rule 5 draftee. So yeah, that confirms what I heard. Not necessarily not knowing. I heard that that's what happens. But yeah, so basically can't even get rid of the guy. So yeah, I mean, uh, is he gonna be alright? We'll see. We'll see. I don't hate Daniel Susak. I thought when he came up, it was a breath of fresh air. That, you know, here's what I'll say. I'm not uh you know, Daniel Susak's, awful player. No, no, no. He had a great start, a great 11 game start to his career. What I want to see is a guy get called up from the minors and absolutely go haywire. I want him to pop off, just like Daniel Susak did. But on that note, I don't want to see any team, for that matter, not just the Giants. I don't want to see any team, get rid of one of their best defensive catchers, veterans, over some rookie that did good for a top of 11 games. I think any good MLB player can go up in their rookie season and go smash singles and doubles all day. They can do that. 10, 12 games straight, just boom. I think any good rookie could do that. Any good rookie. Not saying it happens to everybody, but don't put the whole weight of, some big thing you want to happen. It's probably not going to happen for another 5-10 years. I think we're in a rebuild stage, and it's going to be a long time coming. I don't think I'm going to be, I don't think a World Series is in any team's future that is on the stage we are on, or is in what we are in right now, which is basically what I believe is a rebuild phase. You can't expect, when you're rebuilding a team, to win a World Series. Maybe you could get to the playoffs and then see what happens in the playoffs. If you have a botched playoff and you have a wild card exit, or you have a phenomenal regular season and then you get to the division round, because you got that wild card bye, first round bye, and you don't get a division title, you look, reassess, get some players, trade some players. That's what a rebuild phase is. It's like you're building a team. You're building a completely new team. And that's what I believe Buster is doing. But when you're making these moves so quick and so fast, you don't give it time to see what happens. Rookies, you gotta wait it out. You can't really expect much from a rookie player. I just don't think that's a thing. I don't think that'll happen ever. But yeah, um, I don't think so. It just uh, uh, it's um it's like you get rid of Yaz and then you need a right fielder. Are we now gonna get rid of Bailey and need a catcher? You know, I hope Buster Posey doesn't even allude to the fact that they have the possibility of needing a defensive catcher. You want to trust in Daniel Susak and Jesus Rodriguez. Trust that they could, get there. But they're rookies. They're in their first year. And granted, Buster in his second year won a World Series. Not in his first year, in his second year. So, things can happen. Rookies can do incredible things. I'm not denying that. But we also have to look at the past. What happened in the past? Why we all of a sudden get rid of Bailey? Because he's a terrible player? Not what we said in 2024. If you do a little look and you see that you're making the same mistake as what someone did in the past and you're falling into the same thing, it means you need to reassess what you really want. Because it looks like Buster values offense more than he values defense. I mean, in my mind, I can see plenty of ways you can have Daniel Susak and Bailey as a duo. I mean, if the Giants are, 14-2, you don't need much offense. You could put Bailey in. Or you put in Bailey for 6-7 innings, and then when it doesn't seem like the game is going away or going great, and you need a little bit of offense, you bring in Susak, who's your hot hitter, and you do that. But now you got two rookies at catcher, and what are two rookies still basically learning the game? Yes, they have, a year, 2 years in the minors, and they work on their craft in the minors, but they're still technically developing the craft. Every day you're getting better. It's like, if you're gonna say I don't need to improve, that's when you retire. You say you don't need, or that's when you become a coach and you teach others what you know and teach them and spur them on, and then you get the process. That's where you win the World Series and then boom, you're done. You did it. You got your World Series, go on. It's just not the case. But basing 11 games, or basing a decision off of an 11 game, would you say blowout? I'd say blowout. It's not much to go off of. I really hope that he struggled in the minors. I really hope.